So, hello and welcome back to Owen's Model Railways. I'm really sorry for the length of time between videos. Unfortunately, life's been very hectic at the moment, been quite busy with some other bits. But I've got some time now to really crack on with the layout. And I thought before I get on with too much, I'll bring you an update as to what I've done already. So, as you heard there, yes, we have got DCC sound. And that is one of the biggest things that's happened to the layout recently, is DCC sound in both the HST and Class 66. With that being the HST, and that being the 66. So, DCC is here, and I'm sure you're all interested in which controller I've gone for. So, for the time being, I am using the Bachmann Easy Command, just because it's a great entry-level controller, and it does everything I need for the time being. Eventually, I am going to upgrade to a Dynamis, but for now, the Easy Command is doing absolutely everything I need it to do. I've got up to 9 trains available and up to 10 functions available. And although that is somewhat restrictive, for the time being, that's just what I need. Panning over to this end of the layout, as you can see, there's not been a huge amount of work done to the layout. There's not been a huge amount of work done to the station. But I have been experimenting with different colours on the station building, and I think I'm starting to get there. I have been experimenting with the fences, and I think this really nice dark blue looks brilliant, and I think it looks much better than the grey that is seen at the other end of the platform. So eventually I am going to paint all of this dark blue. So far I have DCC fitted the 150, the 66 and the HST. I still need to fit the 153 and the 170. The 170 being particularly difficult because it's not DCC ready. We've got a couple of buses on the layout now. Eventually this fleet will grow larger to form, I don't know, first Yateford or something. But for now, we've got a nice couple of buses there. Panning back down to the Royal Mail Depot. As you can see, I've done some work around the outside of this. I'm very happy with how it's looking. This cross-hatching is temporary. Eventually I'm going to get some scale model scenery cross-hatching to put in that area. And panning around here, nothing much has happened. So eventually I'm going to put together a control panel here, because I've found that operating from the outside is just so much more interesting and enjoyable. So I've decided that I'm going to start operating from out here and turn the area at the back into some fiddle yard lanes running down there, being hidden behind a retaining wall. Now I quite like this idea because it means that I can have multiple long trains and actually a nicer curve going round there. But you may be asking, what am I doing with that space? Let's go and have a look. Now it seemed a shame to waste this useful little area, so I've decided to turn it into a small station. This station is quite short, only running from where the end of the HST is to here, but it's long enough to house the 150 and the 153. This station is going to be called Yateford Town, served by a shuttle by some form of sprinter into Yateford Parkway, where the passengers can connect to ongoing services. Now you can see I'm using some of the Pico LK62s. Very happy with these. Nice, fairly sturdy construction. Obviously the colour is a bit bright, so I'm going to be painting this a darker grey with a few bits of orange around the edges for really built up grime. I will be doing an entirely separate video for the building of this station with a bit more information on the history behind it, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully it should be coming in about 2 weeks or so. So, turning around here, you can see more of my ideas for the fiddle yard. So, there's a set of points here, and it will branch off and come round, and then there'll be a couple of fiddle yard lanes running down, 2 nice long ones running down next to the wall, and a couple of shorter ones running into where the locos for DCC fitting are. This area will be covered by a piece of ply, and eventually the town scene will cover the entirety of what used to be the operating booth. I think this is going to add a really nice addition to the layout. Obviously down here will be covered as well, so you won't be able to see anything going round, with the scenic break for the town station being here. So that's pretty much all I've got to show you, but we'll have a couple of running shots with some of the sound stock and maybe a shuttle service in and out of Yateford town. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very shortly. Bye now.